You like your Telsa?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Well, where I come from, we can't do electrical vehicles.
No way?
Well, South Dakota, girl, dude. Yeah.
That's a little rougher, I'd imagine.
It is, yeah.
Please use your seatbelt for your safety.
So, first time in one, or?
Oh, no. I lived in Houston for years.
Good deal, good deal.
And then when I retired, I went up to South Dakota.
All right.
From a town of 5 million to a town of 5,000. But came back down here for the holidays.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. My daughter and the granddaughters are down here.
That's good. That's where we're...
That's where
I
we're
imagine
headed. Is back
yeah,
to my
going
back
back
to
and
my
forth,
daughters.
yeah.
I stayed the night with a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Came in on the 21st, so I'm kind of back and forth between a lot of people.
Okay. So it's not your first time being in a Tesla. Have you been in it when it's just doing all the driving?
No, that's what I'm looking at. This is super cool.
That's why when y'all were beckoning me on, the car was like, should we go there? Because the pin was a little weird on the Uber. Uber sends the navigation to the car, and the car
cool.
figures it out. But I was like, all right, I know these people are trying to get in my car.
I tell you what, though, I don't think I could do this. I'm too much of a control freak.
That's my wife. That is
Yeah.
my wife indeed. But she is letting go of the wheel because I can monitor how much she's using it in her car.
Mm-hmm.
And it started off like 6%, 9%. And I'd say over the past 6 months, it's jumped to 60%. 70%. She's giving up control gradually as the technology gets better over time.
Yeah. I just don't know if I could. But I guess if you decide to take over, it lets you take over instantly.
Immediately.
Right?
Immediately. I can hit the brake and it'll give me control to be like, why'd you hit the brake? Because we have this, right? Or I can, if I see something in the road and need to use the steering wheel, I can get control immediately. But the main thing is I'm supervising. So if I see anything that I feel is unsafe, but there's been times when I'm Ubering, like another vehicle will veer into my lane or do something crazy and the car will react before I do. And the passenger in the back is like, I'm glad you were paying attention because they weren't. I was like, I didn't do that. The car did that. And the passenger was like, what?
Well, yeah, this is super cool.
Yeah. So I can't wait until Tesla allows me to get into the back seat, much like yourself. I'm going to get rid of my mom's car. She's about to be, she's 67, just turned 67. She's driving on I-10 and 288.
Mm-hmm.
Scares me to death every time she has to go to a family function. I can't wait to the point where I can press a button, tell her to go wait for the car, much like you just did, ma'am, and then hop in the back, and then I'll bring the car to me or wherever she wants to go, much like right now.
Well, I get it. I'm 67.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
You look very, very good for 67, but my mom does too, so it kind of tracks.
Yeah. But I tell you and I used to drive all over Houston. I mean, when I lived here, I was everywhere. But now when I come down, I'm like, nope, Uber. I don't want to rent a car. I don't want to drive in this mess. I let someone else do it for me.
And see, that's the thing. My mom, we're pretty price conscious, right? She'll drive, and if it, her car's starting to break down, she unfortunately doesn't have a Tesla. But the Uber is so expensive. I do it all day, and I'm looking at the prices, and I see what Uber pays me, and I'm like, that's just a fraction of what my passengers have to pay.
Oh yeah.
But with Tesla, I'm looking at my cost per mile going down to about $1. Like, even if me and my mom, if we were to share this car for whatever she needs, like, we would get rid of her insurance for her car. We would sell her car. All the maintenance and stuff would evaporate. This thing, I might have to change the tires twice a year. The windshield might get a crack if we're on the freeway and something hits us. But as far as spark plugs or oil changes, the maintenance is minimal to nothing. So we're talking about cost per mile coming down to like $1.
Oh, that's good.
With both of us, right? So.
Now, does your mom live near you?
She lives right off of I-10 and Highway 6.
Okay, I used to live over there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Off of 529 and Little York.
Okay.
And I lived there, and then I sold that house, and then I moved over to the Vintage area off 249.
That's familiar.
Yeah.
I'm losing my city knowledge as the car just
Just
looking
does
around.
it for you.
Yeah, I don't need to really oh 99. That's where we're at. Like I don't. It's tough. Like if I'm not I got the cameras up here, so I catalog all of my Uber rides since I'm not driving, and I put it on YouTube. That monetized. I blur out all of my passengers, so your likeness isn't on there unless you want to.
Oh no, I'm good.
Most people, some people are like, no, you don't have to blur me. Like they want to be on the TV essentially.
No, I'm good.
But I just really the conversations to me that's free game.
Oh yeah.
And I want the reaction. Like, if the car messes up, I can't silence the person in the back. And so I'm just showing.
So do you have like a following or something?
Yeah, I'm monetized. I've got almost 1,500 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
I get about 50. I'm not Mr. Beast or nothing. I'm not getting millions of views, but the people that are watching, they're like, oh, that is cool. And I'm just trying to show people that
what the Tesla can do.
Exactly. And other Uber drivers are like, I think I need that. I was like, I'm not getting any younger. And this car is like in the beginning, I've showed it for like 2.5, 3 years of it being terrible in the beginning, and over time this thing has just become a better driver than me. I would rather this thing drive than my wife. She don't want me to say that. But
you might want to cancel that conversation before she watches that.
She knows my feelings on the matter. When I'm in the car, I'm like, just give the robot the car. She's trying to do too much in the car, whether we change the station or play with the dog, or she's trying to look at the phone. Which that's her car that's fully charged. I forgot to turn off my notifications. Let's turn them off. But her car's charged and ready to take her to work. But yeah, she knows my opinions on the matter, and she hit a curb one time going through the drive-thru, and I was like, if you had the car driving, we wouldn't have hit that curb. And I have to worry about the tires are the only real expense. So every time she curb checks something, she knows I'm going to be mad.
Yeah.
So, but now she's using it.
Now I'm having a blast doing this. This is great. I'm like, woohoo.
Thank you. It's
well, when I saw there was a Tesla, on the app, I was like, wow, okay. Now my grandson, he Ubers on the weekends and sometimes at night. He's got twin boys.
Okay.
So his wife really can't work. I mean, with daycare for twins.
Well, yeah,
what's the
cost benefit analysis of job versus.
So he works and then he Ubers, to make a little extra.
Yeah, that's right. I do it part-time. I got a buddy that also has a Tesla. We're part of a community on X or whatever, and he does thousands of rides. I do hundreds. And I'm retired from the military, and he's just retired. He did service in the military, but he just retired from like a firm.
Thank you for your service.
Oh, my pleasure. I picked up the greatest souvenir on my way back home. My wife, and she's Japanese, so she doesn't like that.
What branch were you in?
The Navy.
Navy.
And but this is great. Like, I invested a lot of money in Tesla, and I really believe that I look out and look at all the vehicles on the road. Teslas are a very small fraction of the cars on the road.
Yeah.
And Teslas are the only ones that are able to do what we're doing right now: city streets, highways, back roads, stopping at stop signs, and all this other stuff, navigating away from other vehicles. And like, this thing is very, very human-like. And I look out and I'm like, I can imagine accidents on highways dropping dramatically if everybody
it could.
So that's the thing, and I think it just like when the seatbelt came out or the airbag, right? The company that has this software, there's going to be other people that make self-driving software. Waymo has it. They use LiDAR, though. There's other companies that are building what we're experiencing right now, but none of them have it on a car where I could go purchase it today.
Yeah.
And Waymo's, each one of those costs $200,000 a piece.
Oh my gosh.
This costs $37,000, and I bought it myself. My wife's car costs a little bit more, around the $100,000 range, but that's one of Tesla's luxury vehicles. $37,000 is cheaper than the average new car price in America.
Sure. I mean, gosh, I bought my Caddy when I came back from Oman, I guess back in 2019. I remember what that ran me. It was like 45, something like that, you know?
Most people think these things, I had a writer that I just let out, he thought this thing cost $200,000. It's like, no way, man. And it's just a matter of kind of understanding where Tesla is in their
technology.
Yeah, exactly. And all these other cars that might be more expensive, you couldn't pay me to buy a Ferrari or something like, if it can't do this. I don't want to drive anymore. So Tesla's got the advantage on everybody else until somebody else can make a vehicle that can do this.
And by that time, they will have moved ahead.
A little bit further for sure.
Yeah.
I'll be in the back seat and doing what I said with my mom, right? We'll be like, it would take a lot for us to not be a Tesla family.
Well, I just know, well, like I said, up in South Dakota, the EV stations are almost non-existent. And then you've got, you know, it takes 200 miles to get from point A to point B up there, and it's snowy and it's ice, and so they're not real popular up there.
No, I don't blame you, especially if you get the wrong EV. Like, I know some people that are up there in Chicago, they've got Teslas. These things, I know the charging stations aren't numerous out there, but if you just pop up the thing here, you can see all the charging stations, and unless you have an EV, you're not really looking. Like, I bought my first EV in 2020. That's when I started looking up like Charging America or EV Go, trying to see where I can actually charge this thing. Turns out that those charging stations are terrible. I have a neighbor that has a Chevy Bolt or something like that, Cadillac Lyric.
Yeah.
And she got stranded on a back road, and she's like, I didn't know how to navigate to the charger. And I was like, if you had a Tesla, the car will do it for you and then take you there. Like, the right EV can make the switch plausible. I'm not saying it's good for everybody, you know, all these workers, but I know some people in Minnesota, they have Model X's as their work vans. This is insane. Like, how are you hauling things? He's like, the battery's fine. It works wonderful in cold weather, and I know exactly where every charger is along my route. He does like a lawn service type thing.
Yeah, well, mine, you know, sometimes it gets to negative 40 up there.
Yeah.
And my car battery won't even start.
Right. That's that 12 volt, right? But
yeah. And I'm like, okay, so I got a little jumper thing I keep charged up in my car. And but this is fun.
Tesla, they typically do like hot weather and cold weather testing. I think they go to Norway for the cold weather testing.
Yeah.
And they go to like Dubai for the extreme heat weather testing.
Yeah.
And they're, you know, I'm not saying that it has no impact.
Well, it has an impact on any mechanical.
Exactly.
What? Because, I mean, that's just,
that's just the nature of,
that's the nature of mechanics.
Right. Physics.
Yeah, to get stressed out, yeah.
But I feel pretty confident in this thing's ability. Well, like I said, it's Texas. We're going to have a Texas Christmas, to say the least. But even during the freeze, like back in 2020.
Yeah, when the hard freeze hit, yeah, that was something else.
We were, power was out on my street for 6 days, and our house was the only one that had lights in it.
This person keeps calling me. I don't even know who they are. Some sort of spam something. But no, that's when I I got myself a whole house generator because the Texas electric grid is horrible.
It is spotty at best. Spotty at best.
When I went to sell my house, that was a huge selling point. I mean, I sold my house in 24 hours.
Oh, wow.
Went on the market less than, but it was the whole house generator. And then I had, you know how you could pull into subdivisions and there's those little lakes?
Yep.
So my house was facing one of those.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah,
It's nice to add
that
on.
between the whole house generator, poof, gone.
We've got 3 power walls, basically powering the house at night while Tesla's solar panels are powering it during the day. And my wife, she thought it was a vanity purchase. She was like, you only want it because it says Tesla. I was like, that's part of it, but that's not the whole thing. And then the freeze happened like 3 months later. She goes, how did you know? It's like, I didn't. I got it for hurricanes, not for cold weather. And she's like, oh.
So you've got the solar panels and the battery banks at your house.
That is correct.
Okay.
That's correct. And like, we don't really have because we didn't pay for the loan. That was like $45,000 for our setup, but our loan payment is like $300 a month, whereas our light bill would have been like $500 a month with 2 EVs, right? But that $300 a month pays for all of our gas. I drive Uber part-time. She goes to Westheimer about 50 miles, 60 miles a day. And she goes back, plugs it in, charge up, full charge in the morning. And me, I don't even think about
Now, what does she do for work?
She's a nail technician. She's
Okay.
Japanese nail art. I didn't know she had that talent.
Cool.
And I thought it was going to be a hobby. It turned into a career for her. I can't believe it.
Most excellent.
But she didn't, from Japan, she likes Hondas and Toyotas. And she really, it took a lot for her to transition to Tesla. She's like, I can work with this. And I was like, oh, look at you. Traitor to your own people. And she doesn't like that joke either. But I know, it's just, I love what this car can do. And I feel
I'm
super
amazed.
safe.
I have never really seen this. I've heard about it, but my thought was always, oh no, I want to. I trust me more than a machine,
And I'd say 2.5 years ago, you'd be right. But now even my wife is like, it's nothing, especially bumper to bumper traffic.
Oh.
Nobody wants to do that. Press the button, let the car handle it.
I remember when, oh my gosh, I'd take Highway 6 from the north side of town to the south side of town.
Oh my.
Goodness gracious. And if you were 5 minutes late getting on, then you were 20 minutes late for work.
Depending on when you left from house.
Yeah.
It was very important to get, because I used to go from Katy to University of Houston.
Mm-hmm.
I would leave at 6 o'clock in the morning just so I wouldn't be caught from I-10 to 45 and all that nonsense, because you could leave at 6:20 and not get to the school until 8.
Yeah.
So,
I remember.
But you leave at 6, you get there at 7, you're fine.
And
I'd
I'll
rather
tell you
do
what,
that.
it takes me 7 minutes to get across town in Belfast, South Dakota. From one side to the other.
I imagine traffic's pretty light over there.
Oh, yeah. I guess rush hour traffic around 4:30, maybe 4 cars at a
Get a little
stoplight.
bit. Yeah, you get a little bit.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, I really like it. I do. I'm enjoying living the small town life. The only thing I don't enjoy about it is everybody knows everybody's business.
Yeah.
Well, when you see that, it's true. Okay? All the jokes about small town life, it's true. Well, I see there was a pickup in your...
Oh my, they're tracking
and I
your
said, yeah, there
activity.
was. And your point would be...
What business of that is yours?
Yes.
Oh my.
Oh,
No,
it's
that's
hysterical.
crazy.
You go down to the local bar is the hangout, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Cowboy. You go down. Well, so-and-so got the DUI.
Oh wow.
I mean, it's funny. It really is.
How true the narrative of small towns are.
It took me a while to adjust to that. It really did.
All right, so let's see. These last 100 feet type
Okay.
situations is kind of concerning.
Yeah.
So let's make sure that the car is going exactly where it needs to be. Oh,
Yeah,
you okay,
should
car?
be down this way, I think.
All right.
And then, let's see, which one is it? No, that's not it. One more. Yep, right there.
All right.
All right, well, thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
It really has, and I'll put your tip on the thing.
Oh,
I didn't
thank
used
you.
to do that, but now that when tips were taxed,
Right.
I would always give cash. But now that they're not going to be taxed, no, because that's just not right.
Thank you so much, madam. I appreciate
All right,
this.
you have
and
a wonderful day.
happy holidays, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.